against Woking. What were your thoughts on the game?
It was disappointing. You know, we were comfortable. That's probably the most comfortable I felt we've been this season. We were 2-1, we were cruising. Had a couple of other chances that, you know, we could have extended our lead on. And it just sort of felt as if we got sloppy and maybe a little bit complacent, and we've let them back into the game. We've let them, you know, get a few corners together, and ultimately it's cost us 2 points again, which is, you know, disappointing for where our objectives are for the season.
Obviously, for their first goal, we were playing some really nice football at the time, and it came quite good to run and play, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I mean, I'm not one to call out referees or nothing, and, you know, decisions go for you and against you throughout the season, but I thought the opening 10-15 minutes, you know, I thought a lot of their pressure come from the referees' decisions. I don't think they were particularly carving us open at any stage, and like I said, I felt their pressure come from the referees' decisions. You know, so it was disappointing to go behind, but, you know, the important thing was that we kept our heads level, and, you know, we kept going about our job in the right way.
Yeah, we've got the level, and forgive me, I've got to ask you, but first of all, was it yours? And second of all, if it was, did you mean it?
Yeah, I'll claim anything, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it changed direction too much, so, you know, I'll happily try and claim that one, definitely, but, you know, it as an intention, it was a cross. You know, there's no point trying to lie about it. It was a cross, but, you know, I don't think he really changed the direction of the ball, so yeah, I want that one.
With this, obviously the keeper was making some really good saves as well from distance, and obviously for him, maybe on both our goals, he's just made a bit of a mistake on it, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I think he was deceived a little bit with my one. You know, the defender has touched it, and he's probably, you know, read that it was going to make more of a deflection than it actually did. You know, so he's probably a little bit deceived, but, you know, on Kel's one, it's a good strike from Kel's, and he's saying it's a shot, but it's a great cross again. Yeah, and you know, he looked a little bit flat-footed and, you know, backpedaling, but like you say, he's probably, you know, made up for those slight errors, but, you know, with a save from Sean and the save from Ravs when, you know, he's followed in on it, and a couple of others, Chris, he's one-on-one. You know, he's made up for his, you know, for maybe his couple of errors there with the rest of the saves.
Obviously, when you are 2-1 up, all of a sudden they're coming on, and we absorbed a lot of pressure, but it's a second set piece, and that's got to be disappointing.
It is, yeah. You know, I think, you know, we've been talking in a changing room, and there's a few goals that we've conceded from set pieces now. It's not ideal, but, you know, it's something that we are working on. It's something that we need to, you know, to negate in our game. We need to get rid of it. You know, it's disappointing, but again, I feel like the pressure that we, you know, I feel like we invited it ourselves. I think we stopped pressing as high up, and I think, and maybe a little bit sloppy at the, you know, the back in terms of clearances and decisions at times. I think we invited the pressure ourselves.
The lads come out, obviously there's been change in the last 24-48 hours. The lads came out, it was business as usual, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the important thing. You know, the gaffer, you know, he was a big factor, and I think the biggest part that he did here was his recruitment. Yeah. You know, and I think those characters haven't gone away, those leaders in the team haven't gone away, and they've set an example for the rest of us, you know, like myself and so on, and, you know, those personalities haven't gone, and that's what's been important, and I think that's going to be the big factor. We don't need too many changes come the final games of the season, and I think that'll be important for the club to, you know, I'm not saying how to do things or nothing, but it'll be important that we don't make wholesale changes, you know, going into the final league games.
Mentioned those final league games, Matt, Aldershot, Tranmere, and a few of the others, Sutton, all drop points today. Nothing's really changed in the league table, 8 games to go.
No, that's it, and File drop points as well, you know, so, you know, the playoff spots are, you know, we need to make sure that we're in and around them. You know, as a worst case scenario, we need to make sure we hit those spots. You know, it would have been nice to get the extra 2 points here today, and it would have really set us after the, you know, the other 3 sides above us. It would have set us on their tails, but, you know, it wasn't to be, and, you know, fortunately for us, File drop points, and, you know, like you say, the landscape hasn't really changed after another game week.
Now just a case of moving on to Maidstone. It's a big game, as they all are now. We need the fans behind us as well.
That's it, you know, it's a massive game, and, you know, I take nothing for granted, but the fans have been unbelievable all season. They were unbelievable today, giving us a, you know, a great send-off at the end, and you can see the conditions are not ideal. You've come a long way, and, you know, there's no other club in the football, you know, in the Football League even, there's no other club in the conference that can match our fans, and, you know, when they get behind us, it's, you know, it's something else, and, you know, it has made the racecourse a fortress, so hopefully, you know, we continue that, and, you know, we get the 3 points next week.
Summertime, eh? Cheers, Paul.
I know.